What's good, YouTube? We are back with another video. So for reference, we are currently on our way to Rochester. Excuse me, we are on our way to Niagara, New York. We're currently in Montgomery, Ohio. Sorry, we are currently in Ashland, Ohio. It's a bit foggy today, man. It's been a quiet drive so far. I believe it's a 700-mile drive in total, back and forth from Columbus to Niagara, and then from Niagara back to Columbus. It's like 700 miles in total. But like I was saying, it's been foggy all day, all night. I picked up this load about an hour ago. I actually planned on recording this video when I got to my fuel stop, but it was a bit foggy today, so at least I had something to talk about. So I was like, hey, why not record the video right now? But yeah, it is pretty chill, honestly. I don't really have a lot to say right now, but yeah, so far so good with Swift, honestly. For the past 2 days, how should I put it? For the past 2 days, I've been getting solid loads so far. Like the type of loads I expected to get when I joined this account, I've been getting them so far the past 2 days. You know. So for reference, yesterday, well, 2 days ago, we had a load from, it was basically my last video. We had a load from Columbus, Ohio to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And today we got a load from Columbus, Ohio to Niagara Falls, New York. So these loads are the type of loads I expect, because, you know, that's where you get the money. It's like 700 miles, 600 miles in total, back and forth, you know. There's nothing wrong with short hauls. You know, I've done short hauls before. You can make money on a dedicated account doing back and forth short hauls. But doing a long distance load is pretty good. It's pretty solid, because you out for a day, you come back, and then the next day you get your next load. So unless my planners are watching my video and they somehow found out, because I did talk about this in my other video where I was like, hey, if my planner is watching this video, I like these type of loads, you know. Long haul loads. I can go out for 2 days and I'm back. There's nothing wrong with me doing, let's get past this U-Haul, but there's nothing wrong. I have no obligation, or it's not like I can't do the short hauls, right? But I prefer the long haul. So yeah, I said that, and miraculously I've been getting long haul loads. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. It did kind of caught me off guard though, because I was not expecting to get this load. Even though I'm happy that I got this load, I was thinking that, hey, I might get this load, you know, maybe on Thursday or Friday, because right now it's Wednesday, right? So I drove like 600 miles straight from, what's it called? I drove 600 miles last night from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. In my last video, if you guys remember, I had to spend the night at the receiver. So yesterday morning I drove from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, all the way to Columbus, Ohio, which was in total about a 7-hour drive. I started driving at 10 a.m. and I got to Columbus at 7 p.m. So and then I went to sleep, and then when I got to Columbus, I got a load again. So I literally went to sleep and woke up, and now I'm doing this load all the way to, what's it called, to New York. I'm not complaining, just something I wanted to make you guys aware of. So of course I'll be dropping this load today. I mean, I'll be dropping this video. I'll be uploading this video today, because we will arrive at our destination around 3 p.m. Like I said earlier, we do have a fuel stop, which is, we will get there at around 2:10 p.m. about a 2-hour drive away. We will get to this Love's, we'll stop there, get our fuel, and then we'll drive another 50 to an hour to our, what's it called, to our fuel, to our destination. So we should get to our receiver during the day. It shouldn't be night or anything, but it looks like it's like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. right now, but it's actually 11 a.m. Okay, let me move a bit more so this guy can move over. But I moved over to the left lane because the guy beside me. But anyways, like I was saying, it's 11 a.m. right now. Well, 11:30 a.m. and it's absolutely foggy. Like, it's been foggy all day. no sunlight. I actually expected it to rain. Matter of fact, I expected it to rain, but no rain, just fog all day. All right, let me drop my speed now. No need to use all our pass smart. It's funny because I was calling it smart pass and it's actually pass smarts. That's hilarious. All right, let me use a bit of my defrost. What is going on here? Oh, that's an oversized load or something. But I'm honestly still getting used to this awkward silence where I'm driving for a while and then there's like 5, 10, 15 seconds of me not talking, just awkward silence. I'm still getting used to that. It feels weird to be doing that, but I don't know. It's just, I'm still getting used to that, but it should be normal, hopefully, in the time soon. But yeah, there's been this random events on the roads. Like about an hour back, there was a accident. It wasn't like a disaster. It wasn't some crazy accident, just a minor accident. A semi with a four-wheeler, a family van. Everybody was fine, of course. And then about 30 minutes down the road, there was also another incident on the road. So all these small, tiny accidents, events on the road. It is really foggy today, man. More than I thought. I'm basically scouting my rest stops. So when we get to New York, I will stop there. I think this is my mentor. Oh nope, it's not. Also, yes, I just remember. So last night on my last video where I spent the night at the receiver, right? If you guys remember, if you watch the whole video, I said that I've been to that store with my mentor before, right? So yesterday in the morning, as I was about to leave that store and drive back to Columbus, guess who pulled up right beside me? My mentor. I was like, wait, what? I thought he was on vacation. I was caught off guard. I wanted to record for you guys, but I was like, you know, I'm not sure if he would be cool with it, but it was like I manifested him. It was like I manifested him there, but I was like, hey, I've been to this store before with my mentor. And then in the morning, he popped up there. I'm like, okay, cool. But GCE Express LLC. I'm reading that truck name right there, the company name. Internationals LT USA Truck. Capacity Solutions. I don't know how this company's like, if they're good or not. USA Truck. But anyways, honestly, I'm looking to get this load done. I'm looking to be at a rest stop by 4 p.m. today. And I'm looking to shut down by 4 p.m. At least by 4 p.m. today, because the reason why I'm saying that is because last night when I delivered, last night when I drove, well, pretty much all day yesterday, when I drove from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. to arrive at Columbus. But by the time I got to Columbus, it was completely dark. So it was just, I mean, I'm a truck driver, so there was no such thing as a sleep schedule or a consistent routine or whatever. So I need to get, of course I'm aware of that. But yesterday it was weird. It was just, I drove all day from 10 a.m. to like 6 p.m. And then, that's a sweet truck right there. But like I was saying, I drove all day from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it was rainy, foggy, so there wasn't any sunlight-ish. So when I got to Columbus, I was in this kind of weird mood. All right, let's see if I have enough power to get past these guys up ahead. He's going 55 miles per hour. Well, 56 now. Nah, there's no need. A bit more traffic on the road than I expected. It's Wednesday, so I did not expect this much traffic, honestly. I know. I'm slowing down. But like I was saying, I really want to shut down at 4 p.m. today so that, you know, I have a lot. I can get some stuff out of the way, because just usually when I shut down, when I'm done with the load and I'm shutting down at a rest stop or at the Columbus terminal, what I do is usually I work out. If I'm at the Columbus terminal, I work out, shower, of course, and then I play some video games or do some sort of side work to kind of ease me off or get my brain off trucking. Because one thing that I've realized with some truck drivers is that how should I put it? They only separate themselves, or they only take their brain off trucking when they are on home time, not when they are actually shut down, or when they're in a sleeper. If they're in a sleeper sleeping, sitting in their sleeper, their mindset is still on trucking, which is good, I guess. But I've realized that whenever my mindset is still on trucking, when I'm not driving the truck, it messes me up. Like mentally, I feel like drained, even though I could drive for like 4 hours, 2 hours only that day. But if my mental state is still in trucking or driving, it messes me up like horribly for the next day. I mean, not like horrible, but I don't feel good the next day. All right, what's up with this guy? He was like going 66 miles per hour. Now he's going 60. Unless that's because he's actually... let's try and get past him. I think it's this small hill right here. That's why he slowed down like that. But let's see if it's worth it to pass him. Yeah, also we do weigh 20,000 pounds. We weigh 20,000 pounds, so, you know, some good weight. But like I was saying, whenever I don't shift my mental states from trucking to like not trucking, when I'm in my sleeper berth, the next day when I go to sleep and I wake up the next day, I'm kind of drained. You know what I'm saying? Physically I'll be fine, of course, but mentally I'm kind of drained. And I'll be kind of drowsy when I'm driving sometimes if I don't shift my mental state. But if I shift my mental state from, like, let's say I shut down at a Columbus terminal, I'm done driving, I put myself in sleeper berth, I go work out, take a shower, and then when I come back in my truck, I'm playing video games, editing my videos. By doing those activities, it takes my brain off trucking, right? It kind of shifts my brain. It's like, what? There you go. But my pass mode didn't activate, but it's basically shifted my mental state from trucking to like doing whatever I do. So I didn't get to do that last night. Like last night I drove from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. like I said, and then the second I got to Columbus, I had to go to sleep. I had to get dinner and go to sleep, because guess what? I had a load to pick up at 7 a.m. in the morning the next day, which is what trucking is basically. I mean, there's nothing new with that, but I had this inconsistent, I call it an inconsistent routine. Even though I do it all day, I like to call it an inconsistent routine, because I could be doing that routine at 2 a.m. in the morning or like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And this routine is that whenever I'm done driving, I have to do a certain routine, which is I either edit the video, maybe try and play some video games, or do some sort of activities or meditation, right? That would get my mind off trucking. And it has helped me tremendously, because my first month in trucking, right, I wasn't shifting my mental state from, okay, I'm done driving, now I'm doing this. It was just, even though I'm done driving and I'm doing something else, subconsciously my mind was still on trucking, which meant that the next day whenever I was driving, I was drowsy. And it was weird. Sometimes I had dreams where it felt like I was actually driving a truck, and it's not a pleasant dream. It wasn't a nightmare, but it was in a sense where I couldn't tell if I was in a dream or not. Like, it felt like I was controlling the truck, right? It felt like I was driving a truck. So in my dream, I was trying to like stop the truck by putting my foot on the brakes. And physically in the bed, I was literally like trying to stop the truck, even though I was in the bed and not driving. So it's something that started happening to me when I was with my mentor. And that was because when I first started driving and being with my mentor, I never shifted my mindset from, okay, I'm done driving, now I'm going to sleep. Even though physically I was doing that, I'm done driving, I'm going to sleep. Mentally, I was still driving the truck. My mind was still processing, you know. My mind was in a rush of driving the truck. So I realized that I would go to sleep in dreams. I'll be feeling like I'm driving a truck. I'll wake up tired, and then when I'm driving, I'm drowsy. So if you are coming into the trucking industry, keep that in mind. Try to find a routine where the second you're done driving a truck, you're not going to eat and going to sleep. Don't ever do that. I mean, that's what most truck drivers do, and they're perfectly fine with that, and it helps them, and you know, they can live with that, and they're used to it. But I would honestly recommend you is that the second you're done driving a truck, I don't care if you drove for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, the second you're done driving a truck, don't just eat and then go to sleep. Please don't do that. It will mess you up. It'll be like, I don't care how healthy you eat or how many days you work out, it will mess you up horribly, and not even physically, just mentally. And it's not even good for you physically to be driving like 6 hours a day, and then the second you're done driving, you eat and go to sleep. There's no blood flow. Your blood has been your body is just, there's no movement, you know. At least walk around your truck for like 4 or 5 laps just to get you know, your blood flowing, and just to get your mental state off trucking, right? I didn't do that last night, and when I woke up this morning, I had all type of eye bags. I feel like I got decent amount of sleep, right? But mentally, I don't feel great, right? So this is something you can write down somewhere, or put it in your schedule or your note. Just whenever you're done driving, if you're coming into the trucking industry, or even if you're a truck driver, try this out. The second you're done driving, don't go into a sleeper berth and sleep. If you're really tired and you have to sleep, absolutely. Like if you're actually really tired and you have to go to sleep, please do that. We are in Pennsylvania, and I'm telling you, this fog is just, it's insane, man. Like, you can't even see a mile down the road, or at least maybe, what, 5,800 feet in front of you. Like this fog is just, I can barely see behind me. It's insane, man. But we are 35 minutes away from our fuel stop. Everybody's just cruising at a low speed right now. I did think about overtaking this rider trailer in front of me, but I kind of thought about it, and I was second guessing myself, because I don't want to, you know, I can't really see what's in front of him, so he might be slowing down for a reason. So there's no reason for me to, you know, risk it and overtake him. But I might have to pull off a move, because we are going like 55, 60 miles per hour right now. But yeah, this fog is insane, dude. Like, it's not horrible yet, because if it was, usually other truck drivers would turn on their hazards if the fog is like really, if you can barely see in front of you. That's when, you know, other truck drivers kind of turn on their hazard lights on. But right now we're just cruising, man. But yeah, it's insane, dude. Like this ridiculous amount of fog, and it's like every hour, not every hour, every mile that we drive, the fog picks up. It's like every mile, every 3-4 miles, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. But we should be pretty close to our fuel stop, man. I gotta grab me some snacks, some coffee, you know, wake up a bit. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pass this guy right here. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this guy right here. Up ahead. If this guy will pick up his pace, because it looks like he's slowing down now. Did he chicken out or something? Let's see. He's picking up the pace a bit. He's going 66 miles per hour. Nope, he's slowing down. Yep, he's slowing down. Come on. Yeah, this fog is just, but we are in, I believe it's called streets, I don't know how to say that word, but we are somewhere in Pennsylvania called Streetania or something. I can't really focus on the word because I'm focusing on driving, but something about Streetania or something, Pennsylvania. Sorry for butchering that word, but that's where we are right now. All right, I've created enough gap where, you know, my close following distance alarm won't trigger. Plus, I can close the gap at the same time. I do have to say the fog is clearing up a bit now. It's slightly clearing up a bit. Oh, the speed limit. Okay. You know the funny thing is the speed limit here is actually 65. All right, so let's not do that. Let's drop the speed after we get past this guy. I'll keep it at 66. But that's funny. When did it turn 65? It was 70, maybe a mile back. I didn't see it because of the fog. It was 70 for like almost an hour. When did it turn 65? But we'll keep it at 65 to get past this fellow right here. I don't plan on overtaking this guy up ahead because I think his casual cruising speed is like 67. But all right, now let's go back to 65. That's funny. When did it turn 65? Was it a sign up here that I didn't see? I mean, a sign back there that I didn't see, because it was 70 like all the way. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, of course, you know, lane departure system. And also, like I said, I think I said in my other video, somebody was like, hey, go into your settings, and there's something you can press. Okay, there is a 65 miles per hour zone now, so that means trucker path picked it up faster than the sun actually came up. But anyway, somebody in my comment section said that there's a setting called IDW or something, where you can turn it on and it will turn off lane departure system for like 15 minutes. I went through it, I couldn't find it. I went through all around the truck in the settings, whatever. I couldn't find it. So when I shut down tonight, I will look through the settings again to find it. But
after 2 miles, keep left.
I went through all the settings and everything. I couldn't find where exactly that individual showed me or said in the comment section. But we are 2 miles away from Pittsburgh, Erie. So pretty close. Okay, now this guy also dropped the speed. He's going 62 miles per hour now. See, this is why having a CB radio is essential, because if I had a CB radio, I would have known why these guys are dropping their speed. But guess what? I don't have one. I mean, I already have this. I mean, this Swift Freightliners.
1 mile, keep left.
The Swift Freightliners already come with a short range CB radio. So all I have to do is plug in and play. All I have to do is get a CB radio, plug in. Everything is set up right here for me. So just plug in and play. So all I need to do is bite the bullet and invest in a CB radio. I will do that. I saw some CB radios at Love's, but I don't know which one is, you know, quality. Because I know that if you want the best quality CB radio, you have to go to a CB shop, I believe. Yeah, you have to go to a CB shop or invest some good money into it. So the funny thing is, I thought CB radios were like $50. That's why I went online. They're around $100 to $250. $100 to $250, not $50.
After a quarter of the mile, keep left, then continue on Interstate 90 towards Interstate 90 East, Buffalo.
I don't even know how I thought CB radios were $50, but but yeah, the speed limit is 55 right now. But this fella right here wants to get squeezed in between two semis, which I don't understand, because guess what? He would have to overtake eventually. I would just squeeze yourself.
Highway.
I would just squeeze yourself between two semis. Makes no sense. Yeah, okay, the fog is picking up now. The fog is definitely picking up now. It's like rainy-ish, like droplets. Okay, come on, drop the speed. It's 55 miles per hour. Come on. There you go. But it's droplets of rain. I wouldn't even call it rain. Just fog and density fog, or whatever you want to call it. But it is 46 degrees. Let me give you guys the jeez. Well, at least I was actually on something this time around, so that makes sense why it went off. We're cruising at 57 miles per hour. Temperature is 46 degrees. Slightly. Temperature is 46 degrees. It feels like it's 50 outside. But yeah, I am starving. Definitely. For some coffee. I might, you know, I might take you guys with me to inside the Loves today. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll take you guys inside the Loves truck stop. If you haven't been inside the Loves truck stop, I will do that for you guys. So stay tuned for all of that, because I'll be getting some coffee. And my coffee choice is actually kind of funny, because some people think it's crazy, but I like my coffee all black coffee, nothing else. No sugar, no cream, no whatever, just black coffee. That's it. That's how I like my coffee, you know. The raw black coffee actually hits me. I can feel it in my veins or whatever. But drinking, I mean, I've drank coffee with like vanilla, all of that, and cream, and yeah, it's cool. It's, yeah, you know, I like it or whatever. But just the black coffee, when I want the actual coffee, yeah, it hits. Plus, here, if you want the best coffee ever, if you want the best coffee, go to Loves or any. I mean, I would say any truck stop. But if you want the best coffee out there, go to a Loves truck stop. Go to a Loves truck stop and get their coffee. I can guarantee it's one of the best coffees you will ever have. Best tasting and whatever they have. Plus the type of coffee machine they have, though, it's like a space machine. Like, it has all these. I remember the first time I saw that, I was so intimidated by it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? Like, it was this big machine. It probably wouldn't even fit in here. It has all type of buttons you can press for whatever you want it. I'm like, what is this? But if you want the best coffee, go to a Loves truck stop. They have one of the best coffees out there. I would say any truck stop, but man, yeah, this fog is definitely picking up, man. It is insane. Come on. I actually plan on stopping about maybe 10-20 miles back and peeing on the side of the road. But I remember I looked behind me and I saw like a long trail of traffic, and I was like, you know what? I'm not stopping, because if I stop, I will struggle to get back. I mean, they will let me in, but like mentally I was thinking that if I stop, I will lose all my progress of driving, which it doesn't make any sense at all. But I felt like I would lose my momentum of driving, so I was like, you know what, I'll just hold my pee. It wasn't like an emergency where I actually had to pee. If I have to actually pee, I don't give a shit. I will stop and pee, but like, it was minimal, so I was like, you know what, I don't want to lose my momentum of driving, so I would just hold my pee. Plus, it seems like traffic up ahead is going 60 miles per hour, and traffic behind me is going 55 miles per hour. Unless this truck in my left lane can't see in front of him, which is what I'm guessing, because he's absolutely blocking the left lane right now. So I'm guessing he can't see in front of him. Okay, I just said that now he's picking up his pace. You know what, let's cruise at 60, because yeah, I gotta cruise at 60. We are impeding traffic right now. That guy just looked over at me, but I'm impeding. Like, the traffic's almost a mile back. This is what I was saying in my last video, that it's sometimes you can't go exactly the speed limit, because if you do that, you'll be impeding traffic. So I'm gonna cruise at 65 miles per hour. I mean 60 miles per hour. The speed limit is 55. I'll cruise at 60, which is 5 miles above it, because I'm impeding traffic right now by going this slow. I mean, right now traffic has a outlet because this guy was blocking it. I think we overtook this guy all the way back, a mile back anyways, but all right, let's open up this following distance. Now our fellow here going off again, but let's open up this following distance a bit before, you know, this radar starts screaming at us. But yeah, look at traffic behind me. Oh, you guys probably can't see. Let me turn on my what's it called? Whatever you call it, mirrors defrost. These trucks also have mirrors defrost, if you wasn't aware. But I mean, my mirrors are not frozen, but it should help a bit. But traffic is almost like a mile and a half or 2 miles behind me now. So because this guy had his cruising at 60 miles per hour, and I'm back to 55, so let's pick up the pace. Let's set our cruise and just, you know, cruise all the way. Those old school Freightliners are pretty cool. That's what I'm staring at right now in my mirror. Those type of old school Freightliners, they're pretty nice, man. Also, if you're wondering why, if you've ever wondered why sometimes the way I hold the steering wheel is like this sometimes, or sometimes I'm holding the steering wheel like this, which is, I do this a lot. I do hold the steering wheel like this a lot. If you're wondering why, so my first week with my mentor, I was struggling to find out the perfect the hand position, the most comfortable hand position to hold the steering wheel. Like, yes, this is comfortable, this is nice. I can get, I mean, right now, jeez. I mean, right now I'm comfortable with this. I can do this, right? But like when my first week with my mentor, I couldn't really get used to this, because because at that time it was my first week driving, and you know, the steering wheel right now is small to me, but it was my first week driving, and the steering wheel was still big to me at that time. So I realized that whenever I held the steering wheel like this, it was comfortable. Plus it felt like my hands could cover at a substantial amount all over the steering wheel, so I could hold the steering wheel like this, and just, it feels much more comfortable to drive like this. Even in my personal four-wheeler, which I don't have anymore, I could drive like this. It was way comfortable because my hand could fill up the whole steering wheel. But whenever I went back to this in a semi, it was like, whoa. It was like, right now it's cool and I can get used to it. It's nice and comfortable. But my first week, this steering wheel was like big to me, so I had to, like, you know, kind of like, whoa, what's up with this guy, man? Is he falling asleep or something? But like I was saying, that's how pretty much I sometimes change over to this, or sometimes like this or this, but usually I'm like this or like this. Usually I'm like this. Sometimes I do it subconsciously and not even realizing it. But I recently started building up my muscle memory on my right hand, because I realized that I could use my left hand for like 6 hours of driving, but on my right hand I didn't have any I could drive with my right hand, but I wasn't comfortable with it. So I recently started building up my muscle memory on driving with my right hand. I mean, I would recommend you to do that, you know. I mean, it's good to hold the steering wheel like this, right? But build up the muscle memory of driving with one hand and your non-dominant hand, because it will benefit it will benefit you if you drive with both hands. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but in my experience, that's how it is. But sometimes one hand will get fatigued and you can go back to this. Of course, we have the armrest, but I can use this now and more comfortable. But yeah, that's why sometimes I'll switch over to this, or this. This is what I use if I'm in like a tight situation where I have to like focus and I'm nervous, like a city driving, and there's like four-wheelers cutting me over left and right. I go over to here, and I'm like holding the steering wheel like this, and I feel more in control of the semi if I'm driving like this, more than even this, because this is like, there's so much big, there's barely any margin for error if I'm driving like, Oh, this guy's falling asleep. What's going on? Why is everybody leaning into my lane, man? But like I was saying, like I was just saying earlier, right? If I'm driving like this, there's so much. Why is he like, this guy is straight up tailgating? He's riding his ass right there. That four-wheeler's ass. Okay, but that was weird. But like I was saying, if I'm driving like this, there's so much there's barely any margin for error if I'm driving like this, because I don't have any control over the steering wheel, right? I don't feel in control of it over the truck. But whenever I go back to this, where I'm holding it like this, right, I can feel I have big margin for error, because I can move the truck in any way and anyhow I want. Man, that was weird. I still can't get over that. That was weird. That was 2 trucks in a row, and I know I wasn't like in his lane. I was literally like right here. And if you can replay it, he was literally over the line, so it wasn't like I was going into him. That's how I was gauging it, because I was looking at his lane and he was literally in my lane. So unless he's been driving, I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he's been driving and he's drowsy or something. But yeah, that wasn't cool. That was not cool at all. Anyways, yeah, that was funny. Okay. Okay, that's bizarre. Switching lanes and coming back. Okay, now we're back to 65 miles per hour. We are 1 mile away from Harbor Creek, Phillipsville, Harbor Creek. What is going on there? Oh man. Also, if you're wondering, I can stretch pretty well while driving. Like, if I'm driving, I can stretch my whole body pretty well. I mean, of course I have to push my seat back. I only do it when there is nobody like at least a mile radius from me, right? I'll pull my seat back. I'm like 5'9", 5'10", so I can pretty much, you know, stretch my leg, my other leg, my arm, my back, pretty well actually. I mean, I don't think other drivers can do it. I don't recommend you doing it, by the way. PSA, don't try this at home, I guess. But that's what I do personally. Man, this fog is insane. I can only see like this truck and that's it. Dense fog ahead, slow down, stay alert. Oh yeah, that truck just vanished. Whew! The trailer in front of me just vanished. Alright, let's slow down. This is not cool. What is this gonna do? Okay, cool. Yeah, the truck in front of me just vanished, man. That is this four-wheeler, man. See, this is what I was talking about. They would drive like I mean, I can't even say grandma, because grandma sometimes will speed up, but like they will drive like 20 miles per hour on a ramp, and then the second they get on the highway, they'll get you in left lane and then zoom and they'll go past you. Like, he could have been going this speed when he was joining traffic. I don't understand. But dude, I can't even see in front of me. Dude. Man. And here comes a super trucker. I'm a super trucker and I don't need a CB radio. I mean, I'm kind of talking to myself because I don't have a CB radio, but I don't consider myself a super trucker, by the way. But just this fella just zooming past me like that. Oh yeah, it's getting intense right now, man. I can, dude. All right, let me slow down right now, because this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Eventually, I will turn my hazards on. If I lose sight of this truck in like 12 seconds, I'll turn my hazards on, because that means the trucks behind me can't see me. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are we good? I can still, I can't even see him, but I can see. Oh, yep. All right. Oh my God. All right, hazards on. That's nope, hazards on. Dude, he just vanished, man. I can't even see that. Look at that. I didn't even see that till now. Yep, hazards on. That is. I'm gonna turn my hazards on because if I'm losing sight of him in like 12 seconds, some super truck going like 65 miles per hour and not paying attention, just ran in the back of me. So I gotta at least put my hazards on. That is not safe, man. At least I gained visual of this guy again. This right, this view. Somebody spent $875 for 151 gallon of fuel, of diesel. Man, that truck is loud. See how clean and spacious, loves this. Compared to other truck stop that I've been to, it was just all right, that's working. I mean, do we really need our mirrors clean? Our windows clean? Yep, we do. Yeah, our mirrors clean, not windows. Of course, this hasn't been fixed yet. I am planning on fixing that mirror or getting it fixed. I don't know when the part's gonna be delivered, but my plan is that when I go home time, then I'll get it fixed. Because I'll tell you guys later, this truck is really loud. I can't even hear it then. this side. I'm basically topping it off right now because when it clicks that it's full, it's actually not full. You can get an extra 5 gallons to 6 gallons of fuel of diesel by just doing this. Yeah, extra 5 to 6 gallons of diesel actually. So when it says it clicks and when it clicks and it says that it's full, it's not. Trust me. All right, now that is. Now that it's full. Now we gotta get depth too because we definitely need depth. Yep. Are they fighting? Sounds like argument back there. That's a nice truck. You can tell it has a lot of space in the sleeper compared to this. Look how much space we have. Look how much space you got. It's a Peterbilt. I got this open because I want ventilation, so I left that open. All right, now let's get the. Oh, I hate when depth comes out like that. You don't want depth on you, trust me. Whenever you get depth on you, don't hop in your truck. That thing stinks, and it sticks everywhere. I mean, I don't know about if it stinks, but I do not want that on me, trust me. You do not want depth on you at all. All right, now let's pull up so that these guys can get their fuel, and we'll go inside and get us some soda water and cheeseburgers. Like that, we're getting some coffee. No, we do not mess with those type of foods, man. All right, I closed both my tanks, I think. I gotta check when I get out. I don't think I closed both my tanks, but we'll check. I don't think I closed the fuel caps. All right, let's let this guy go. Man, that's a nice truck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not letting this fella. He's not even paying attention. Oh, don't trigger. All right. I'm still on fuel right now, and if I go past, I believe 5 miles, it will put me in drive. So I gotta creep up. We'll go get us some coffee and what. All right, guys. So we are at our delivery. I really apologize for the weird cuts. My GoPro has been acting up, but we are at our delivery. I'm actually behind the store right now. I'm trying to find a way to get in here, but we are in Buffalo, New York, something. Niagara Falls, Buffalo. So yeah, we are finally at our delivery. I believe we are, yeah, it should be a way around here, I think. But trying to see. Yeah, all right, so we are on the right path. Then I have to go really wide here and cut it back in. we will make it. You see that these guys don't have a pin lock box, just bizarre. Yeah, we are here. Let's do our calls. First yard moves. Actually, let's get our BOLs and put it back before we forget it. I nearly forgot that step. Let's put our BOLs. Let's hand it to him. Oh, are you serious? My BOLs. How did it get wet? But anyways. You see that store, they never take off that. I don't understand why. They never take off the red kingpin. I don't understand why, but we're finally here, man. I don't even know how this happened. It was dry. You know what? You see what I'm talking about? There used to be a pin lock box here. But this is the trailer we're taking back with us. And they have the red kingpin for some reason. So we gotta go and talk to these guys about it. I'll be right back. All right, so I just talked to the store. Cool people. It's empty, so I can put the trailer in there. This is gonna be an interesting maneuver. So it looks like, so let's go this way. We'll figure it out on the flight. I tend to work better on the fly, so let's do that. So let's go all the way right and then cut it back. Do we have enough space? Yeah, we have enough space. By the way, that's the trailer making all that weird noise. So I'm wondering if we have enough space on this side. Yeah, we do. Yep. Okay, let's get under. All right, nice. Again, we don't have to be perfect with this one. We're just dropping and hooking. We're just temporarily dropping this trailer, and then we'll put this trailer there, and we'll take this empty away with us. All right, sweet. Oh, sorry. All right. Again, I'm only putting this here for temporary. I don't do that when I'm bobtailing. Holding my pen. And this landing gear. I'm a bit too close to this trailer, but it'll do. Man, my truck is a mess today, man. Gotta clean it. All right, now let's hook up to the trailer. Come on. Come on. Jeez. I went as slow as possible, but it's still. The reason why I'm doing this is because if it rains and you pull in the landing gear, the water stores up in here. So if you're not careful and you pick up the landing gear like this, all the water will spill on you. So whenever it rains or snow, always do this first, just to be cautious. Oh, we're lifting it up, so we go on the left side. Let's lift this all the way up because it's a bit steep, so all right. Whew. Where are we putting this? Empty. Well, technically I think it's loaded, but caught onto that. Let's put it here. I mean, if we put it here, we won't have enough space to maneuver, but this will do. All right, just remember, let's check. Okay, my diesel cap was closed. That's good. I gotta get some new gloves. Wait a minute. If this trailer is loaded or has something in it, then where's the paperwork? Let's make sure it's empty. Oh, it's empty. Okay. Oh, jeez. It's empty, so no paperwork needed. Or BOLs, basically. All right. Now let's slide out. calm down, buddy. Sometimes the gas pedal's like super sensitive. Sometimes it's just you can step in it and you can step on it and she will not move. It's weird. Oh, come on. We overshot it. Actually, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're getting that hole in one, you know. Nice. Perfect. All right. That's so loosey-goosey. What does that sound? Oh, that's the other trailer. Now we gotta be perfect on our. So we're gonna go all the way to the left right here. Then we'll cut it back. Is that enough space? Then we'll stop right here. I'm just doing free fall, whatever you wanna call it. Is that enough space? Yep, perfect. Oh. That was right on the money. But then we just we're hitting that yellow line on the dock. We're getting right on the yellow line. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hit that. I'm not gonna hit that. Just all right. Oh, let's see. We're good. Whatever that sound is, that air hissing sound. Nope, not perfect. Let's pull out a bit and just do a straight back. So only one pull up. Not too bad. Oh, I messed it up. Now I'm all the way to the right now, but we can fix this. We can fix this. Just, we don't need to move a lot. Nice. Oh, let's straighten her out. All right, let's get a bit more to the left. All right, this is more like it. We don't want to bump the dock too hard. Let's just coast right in. All right, perfect. Whew. I know it looked like I was about to hit that, but I wasn't. put this kingpin under there. I mean kingpin lock under the trailer. So let's just pull up. What? There you go. Whatever that is. If you ever wondered how the trailer looks like, the truck looks like, this is it. That's a drivetrain. I will put up red kingpin right on there. Now it's locked. Perfect back. All right, all good. Now it's filling up with air. Pretty sweet. All right, now let's go and hook up to that trailer. Slightly sideways. Who's that? I didn't even see him there initially. There was a guy staring back there. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. So let's cut it at the last minute. Nope. Where is she at? There she is. So in total, 2 pull-ups today. Not bad. Not bad. All right, now let's just, it's sideways, so we have to approach it sideways too. Nice. You know what, you gotta make sure you don't tangle this up like this or something. Always gotta be perfect, you know. Nice. Now let's check out a kingpin. I can't really see, so I gotta grab my phone and look at it. You know, always gotta make sure a kingpin is actually on there. Somebody told me to buy a flashlight on a belt buckle. I'm gonna do that eventually. But if you guys can see that, the shank is fully wrapped around the kingpin, so that's good. Something like that. I probably switched the words around. But all right, we're good there. Now let's get our landing gear. I like to do it this way because it's faster. Nice. Forward flashers on this side is working. Self-inflated tires, so it's self-inflated, but it should do its job. You know, let's check in here, make sure everything's looking good. ABS light, actually that's not ABS lights. Forward flashers are working. DOT tape. Yada yada yada. Everything is working. The side of lights is also working. Forward flash, self-inflated tires. Gotta visually check. Make sure she's looking in. Also, I think I might do a shorts on this, but what the self-inflated tires means is that whenever the trailer is parked and it's not hooked up to a truck, right? The tires will kind of lower. The air pressure will kind of go low a bit, right? So whenever a truck hooks up to the trailer, right, and the driver pushes in the parking brake, the trailer will start filling up with air when you start moving, right? But the way to know if the trailer is not filling up with air is that, I'll show you guys. There's a light up here. There's a light up here. This light, whenever the trailer is not filling up with air, this light will come up so that I can see it in my mirrors. And if it's a white light, if it comes on, that means that my trailer is not filling up with air. But sometimes it takes about maybe 1,500 feet to a mile for it to fully fill up with air. So even if you start driving and you see that light, drive for a bit. But if you go like 2 miles and the light is still on, pull over and check the tires. But that's pretty much the deal with that. But yeah, this will be it. Let's close this door. But yeah, we all set. Thanks for sticking around. If you're still watching this video, you already know the drill. Like and subscribe, share, or whatever. Comment in the comment section or whatever, man. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and stay blessed.